Namaste and welcome to your 30-minute dynamic yoga class. My name is Jillian and I'm honored to guide you through this practice. A block may be helpful throughout the class, so if you have one, you can place it at the top of your mat and then meet in a child's pose to start the class. Big toes will touch, open the knees. Melting your heart towards the mat, see if you can rest your forehead down. You can rock the head from side to side, massaging across the forehead, and connect to your breath here. Finding openness with your breath in and sinking deeper into the physical body with your breath out. And if you'd like to remain in stillness, feel free. Otherwise, you can start to shift and rock the weight from side to side towards the right leg and then the left. Ease yourself into stillness. If you have a personal intention, you can bring it to mind now. Or you can set an intention to flow with strength and embrace each challenge with grace. Press your palms down into the mat and slowly pull yourself into a tabletop. Bring the knees underneath the hips and shift the weight forward into a low plank. You may need to walk the hands forward just a little bit here to get the hips in line with the knees and the shoulders. Take a full breath in and slowly lower to the mat, chaturanga, hugging your elbows at your sides. Inhale into a baby cobra, using the muscles in the back body to lift the chest and release the chest back down to the mat. Press up through to your tabletop and back into your child's pose. We'll take a few of these very gentle sun salutations. Pull yourself back into your plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale just into a baby cobra here. And option here to lower down, or you can press straight away into your child's pose. Good. We'll take one more. Breathe in, glide forward to your plank. Lower chaturanga. Press down to the tops of the feet, open the heart for baby cobra, and all the way into your child's pose. Give yourself a full breath. Inhale, rounding forward to tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Take a few petals of the legs here, opening the body gently. Good. Inhale, round forward to your plank. Option to keep the knees lifted or drop them back down. Exhale, lower chaturanga, arms graze your sides. Inhale, baby cobra or cobra pose, straighten through the arms. Exhale, over the knees, tuck the toes up into your downward facing dog. Come forward to your plank. Lower chaturanga. Lift the gaze. Breathe in, baby cobra or cobra. Exhale over the knees, tuck the toes, hips go up. We'll take one more here. Inhale, come forward. Lower chaturanga, chin is lifted. Untuck the toes, baby cobra or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. Take a full breath in and a breath out. And drop the knees down to the mat. Find your tabletop. We'll take a few rounds of cat and cow here. Option to bring the fingers to point towards the knees so you get a stretch into the wrists. Inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly. And exhale, round through the spine, drawing your chin in towards your chest. Feel free to close the eyes and tune into the sensation of this flow. At the end of your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine, tuck the toes, and bring the palms back to neutral. Come to sit back towards the heels and bring the top of one hand to the mat, fingers point to the knees. Just countering that stretch, we'll take it to the other side, switching hands. And feel free to ground down through both palms if the sensation in the feet is too much. Otherwise, if the feet and the knees are okay, you can come to sit onto the heels, shoulders on top of the hips, and you can roll and shake out your wrists. Good. We'll come back to a downward facing dog. Walk the hands forward and lift the hips up to the sky. Bend the knees, lift the heels, and step up to the top of your mat. Inhale into a flat back, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, and exhale to fold. Halfway lift again, breathe in. Hands can be on the thighs or the shins. Exhale to release. Good. Breathe in once more. Breathe out. Come back into a halfway lift and then squeeze the belly, rise all the way up, palms touch overhead, and exhale here, drawing your hands to your heart. Breathe in, sweep your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, strong back body, belly hugs in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to stand. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. Inhale, arms will reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift on your inhale, find length through the spine. And fold back down, letting it go. Inhale, rise up. Closing it down, hands to heart. Take a full cycle of breath. Place the right hand to the right leg and reach the left arm up and over for a side bend. Then slowly dive forward with the left hand, roll to the left and reach up with the right arm. We'll do this a couple times. Dive forward with the right arm, hinging to the right with the left arm overhead. Take one more bend on each side. When you're bending over towards the left for the last time, come all the way up to stand. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms high, and exhale, fold. Strong breath into your halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to your plank. Shift forward with your breath in and lower halfway breath out. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Good. Bend the knees and come up to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, arms reach overhead. Bring hands to your heart to breathe out. Good. Again, breathe in. Breathe out, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to your plank. Shift forward, breathe in. Breathe out your chaturanga. Inhale into your back bend. And exhale to downward facing dog. Come up to the top of your mat, stepping or hopping. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Rise up, arms reach overhead. Bring hands to heart, exhale. Last one here. Breathe in, reach your arms high. Breathe out, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to your plank. Shift forward, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe into your back bend. Breathe out to your downward facing dog. Good. Pedal out the legs a couple of times here. We'll step the right foot forward between the hands. Keep the left leg straight. Instead of letting the knee sink down, try to keep the leg engaged. Inhale the right arm up high to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Strong through the core, lift up into this twist, keeping your arms in this form. Option to place the left hand to the outside of the right thigh if it's too much. Good. Inhale, sweep forward to your high lunge, and exhale, open to warrior two. Full breath here. Good. Flip the right hand up, reverse your warrior. Inhale. And exhale, come to extended side angle, but reach far down with the right hand. If you would like your block here, place it to the inside of the foot. Breathe in, come back to reverse warrior, keeping the bend in your knee. Exhale, extended side angle, reaching down with the right hand and over with the left. Take a few more of these flows. Find your rhythm, maybe even closing the eyes to just feel and connect with the body. The next time you come into your extended side angle, hold here. Drop deeper into the hips and then place the left elbow behind the head. Curl the chest in, bringing the left elbow to the right inner arm. Inhale to open back up, twist through the spine. Exhale, bring it in. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Open back up through the right arm and then find reverse triangle. Lift yourself up and sweep the right arm up and over, straightening the right leg. Good. Trikonasana, reach the right fingers forward. Send the left hip back and then drop the right hand down. Maybe it meets the block or you just have the hand to the inner leg. Reach the right arm towards the front of your mat and then start to circle it around, drop it down. Find your full range of motion. Good. Switch directions. And bring the left hand to the hip. Bring the block in front of your right toes and maybe slide the right foot back a little. Standing half moon, float the left leg and try to open the left hip, stacking them here. Maybe you lift the left hand up to the sky. Bring intention into that right leg, standing strong. Option to find a bind. Reach the left hand for the left foot, feeling a deep stretch into the front of the left hip and the quad, as well as into the shoulder. It's okay to fall out. Find patience. Find grace. Maybe float the right fingers. As gracefully as you can, bring both hands to the mat. Step the left foot back for your downward facing dog. Send the right toes to the sky. Good. Bring the right knee in towards the nose, shifting forward into your plank. Inhale, send it back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, round through the back body, and then place the shin down to the ground. Turn the right toes to the right edge and open the left arm for your side plank. Breathe in and breathe out. Option to have the block handy here underneath the right hand. And then float the left leg off the mat. See if you can reach the hand for that foot, finding a bind similar to the one that we did in half moon. Softly release out of this pose, extending the left leg back long. And then plant the right hand down to the mat. Remove any blocks and set them off to the side. In your plank, pull the right knee into the chest, floating it off the mat. Send it back behind you, one-legged vinyasa, lower down. Inhale, release the foot, open into your back bend. Exhale to come over the knees and into your down dog. Bend the knees and step just the left foot to the top of your mat. Find your lunge here. Keep that back heel lifted and then reach up with the left arm for your twist. Hold this shape and slowly rise up. Right fingers reach forward, left fingers reach back. Bend a little deeper and try to stay strong through the right leg. Good. Inhale, high crescent, chest faces forward. Exhale, open to warrior two. Breathe in, breathe out. Reverse warrior. Lift the left arm up and over. Exhale, extended side angle, left hand will drop down. Use your block here if you'd like. We'll find that flow. Inhale, rise back up into your reverse warrior. And exhale, bring the left hand back down, right arm reaches overhead. Take a few more here on your own. Next time you come into your extended side angle, hold here. Ground the left palm down and then bring the right hand behind the head. Make sure to deepen the bend into the left knee, dropping the hips if you can. Bring the right elbow to the inner left arm. Inhale to open and exhale to close. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach the right arm all the way back up to the sky and come into your reverse triangle, straightening the left leg and leaning back. Trikonasana, reach the left fingers forward, then release the hand down towards the block or maybe the shin. Reaching the right fingers overhead and start to circle the arm. Full range of motion, slow and controlled. Switch directions. Bring the right hand to the hip and we'll come into half moon. Bring the left hand to the block and slide the left foot in. Then straighten through the left leg, and as you do, float the right leg. Open the hips, stacking the shoulders. Maybe you float the right arm to the sky. Find your balance in your center. Engage the belly, the muscles in the floating leg. Option for the bind here. Kick the right heel into the glutes and reach the right hand for that foot. Maybe you can float the left hand off the block. Good. Ground down through both hands and tap the right toes down to the ground. Send the left foot up to the sky for your three-legged dog. Take a full breath in, and then a breath out. Bring the knee to the nose, shift forward to your plank. Inhale, send the toes up. Exhale, draw it in. Once more, breathe in. Breathe out. Release the left shin to the mat. Open to the right, reaching the right arm to the sky, and the right leg is long. Floating the right leg, engage the muscles in the belly, the glutes, maybe using the block if you need. Option for the bind. Right hand comes to the right foot, opening across the front of the body. Release this here. Plant the right hand down and come into your plank. Hug the left knee in tight towards the belly, then shoot it back behind you into a one-legged plank. Lower through your vinyasa here. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Bring a deep bend into the left knee and straighten through the right leg. Switch sides, straightening through the left leg, bringing a deep bend into the right knee. Keep the heart reaching towards the mat. Shift the weight forward, bringing the right knee into the chest. Then drop that knee to the right wrist. The toes come to the left. Find your pigeon pose. Stay lifted through the heart space. Bringing your hands a little closer to the hips, then hinge forward, leaning forward with the chest. Inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, reach back down. Once more, inhale and exhale. This time you can come onto the forearms and see if you can let the head rest down either onto the mat or your block. Take your time, begin to lift yourself up, roll onto the right hip, and then turn all the way around to face the left leg at the bottom of your mat. The leg will be straight out of the hip. Slow rise up. Step the sole of the right foot outside the left leg. We'll find a twist, bringing the left elbow outside the right leg and the right hand behind the hips. Take full belly breaths in and out. Come out of this twist and bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Fold forward, hinging over the leg. Joy pose. Lift yourself up, bring the right hand behind the hips. Lift the hips, point the left toes, right arm reaches. Settle the left hand to the top of your mat. Tuck over the left toes and come to your downward dog. Send the right toes to the sky. And release the foot back down to the ground. Bring the left knee in towards the chest, shift forward, and drop the knee to the left wrist. Find your pigeon pose. Right leg is long behind you. Stay lifted. Trying to keep the chest proud here. Maybe you can inch your fingers a little bit closer to the hips. And then we will flow. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Lean forward with the chest, pulling the elbows back. Good. Inhale, slow lift up. Exhale, fold back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time, settling into your sleeping pigeon. Begin to lift yourself up. And we'll turn to face the bottom of your mat, roll onto the left hip. The right leg will be extended straight out in front of you. Stay rooted through both sits bones. Pick up the left leg and cross the knee on top of the right. Make any adjustments you might need to take before slowly hinging forward over the legs, leaning into this uncomfortable stretch into the hamstring. Begin to slowly lift yourself up. And we'll find our twist, placing the left foot flat down to the mat. Bring the left hand behind you. Find the twist with the right hand hooked outside the the left leg. Full belly breaths. Come out of your twist. Place the left sole of the foot inside the right leg. And slowly fold forward over the leg. Feeling your breath. Joy pose. Lift yourself up. Bring the left hand behind you. Lift up with the hips pressed down through the left shin. Good. Turn to face the front of your mat, planting both hands down. Tuck over the right toes and the left heel will go up to the sky. Good. Release it down and come into a child's pose. Dropping the knees wide towards the sides of the mat, big toes touch. Arriving in the pose that we started our class in. Notice any differences in the body. Notice any differences in your energy and in the mind. Lift the heart up and weave the right arm underneath the chest. Settle back down onto that right shoulder. Press down through the left hand, lift yourself up and switch sides. Left arm reaches to the right, settle onto the left arm. Ground down and reach the left arm up, settling into a neutral child's pose for 1 or 2 more breaths. Feel free to linger here for as much more time as you'd like. If you're ready to close off your practice, you can lift yourself and come up into a seat. We'll take one final breath together. Inhale, reach your arms up high overhead, palms will touch. And exhale, bring your hands through heart center. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you and knows that they are the same. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice. It was my honor to guide you through this class. If you enjoyed it, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I post every week on Monday. I'll see you in the next video.